Hello, thank you for being in a new video. On this occasion, I have with me the Infinix Note 30 VIP. I'm going to tell you what I liked most and least about it in case you're considering buying it. So as always, let me tell you, don't buy the Infinix Note 30 VIP without watching this video. Consider its launch price in Mexico, which is 9,099 pesos. Based on this price and what other competitors offer over that same price, I'm going to give you my opinion. Although remember that the prices here are not the same as over there. This will be a brief summary of the positives and negatives, but if there is something that I don't mention, it means that it is within what you expect in a device of this price. Let's start with what I like the most. In Mexico, it has a good distribution outside of phone companies. This is something very positive because at least in Mexico, when the devices arrive in collaboration with a phone company, the prices get too high. So, you can imagine that it has a much tighter price, and that makes it an attractive point. You can find it in several department stores. So, it not only has a distribution by online purchase, but also in physical stores. Among its competitors, it is one of the few that does have a headphone jack. This is a feature that more and more manufacturers are abandoning, but Infinix still gives much prominence to audio, and with this headphone jack confirms it. You can also use an equalizer without the need to have headphones connected. That's why I tell you that Infinix puts a lot of emphasis on the audio experience. So, perfectly through the settings, you could go in and customize your experience of what you want it to sound like. The night mode on the front camera is very good. Remember that this is a long exposure, and on many devices the front-facing camera normally behaves very simply at night. But in this case, if you use the night mode, the truth is that the experience is very good. I really like the indoor pictures. It keeps color saturation at a good level and maintains a good level of detail, eliminating noise very well. It can record fast motion in 4K from 15 to 5400x. To date, it is the manufacturer that offers the fastest camera I have seen. Although the term fast is maybe a little bit confusing, but I'm talking about recording a time lapse. So, with this acceleration, you could actually record the growth of a plant. It also offers front-facing slow motion. That's a feature we usually only find on high-end devices. It comes well equipped with security features, as it's going to offer us app lock, theft alert, child mode, and other things. The fast charging is very good. It's 68 watts compatible with power delivery, so you could connect with that same charger other devices compatible with this standard, and that way you avoid having to carry several chargers on a trip or something similar. It charged to 100% in 45 minutes in my test, but it also includes 50-watt wireless charging. You get a 15-watt wireless charger in the box, and it has reverse wireless charging. Those kinds of features we usually only see in the high end. That's why it stands out so much in this aspect. Also, as I say, at least in Mexico, they do give you the wireless charger for free, and that is something that no manufacturer does, not even in the high end. At the high end, they don't even give you a cable charger anymore, but Infinix is giving us cable charger and wireless charger included in the box. The Dimensity 8050 processor is really very fast for applications. In my testing, it took on average 2.1 seconds to open these apps, and that's something I usually only see on high-end devices. As you can tell, it's a cell phone that has a lot of high-end features, but at a mid-range price. It has 12 gigabytes of RAM, and also in my test, we did notice that it does not restart applications, so it keeps a very good management. And again, 12 gigabytes is a capacity that you generally only see in the high-end. It comes with 256 gigabytes of storage, and you can put a micro SD up to 2 terabytes. So the storage space is also extremely large, so you can put a lot of photos in there, a lot of videos, and it's hardly going to fill up. The processor is also very good for gaming and for exporting videos. And that's very surprising because generally MediaTek processors didn't have a good reputation in the gaming department or when working with video. But in my tests, I could really experience that this device with this processor has an excellent performance. But let's go with what I didn't like. It doesn't have Gorilla Glass. Obviously, Infinix will ensure that the integrated glass here has good resistance, but it would give us much more security to know if it has Gorilla Glass, or even if Infinix launched its own glass, it would be nice if it put some special name on it that would assure us how resistant it can be. It has no ultra-wide camera, and instead they put 2 useless cameras. Even though the camera is 108 megapixels, you don't really see that much detail. So I think that in the whole photographic system we will find several weaknesses. Many of them could be corrected with an update, which we hope will happen. Photos with the main camera come out very saturated. It is very bad at zooming, and color management is not good either. Backlighting is also lacking. When recording video, we do not have a comfortable slider to zoom. You need to use 2 fingers, and that becomes very annoying, especially when you are recording with just one hand, so you have to bring the other hand closer to zoom in or out. That's an experience that was generally seen on very old devices. Although it records in 4K, when you use that resolution, you can't have stabilization. Also, the white balance when recording video can change very abruptly. At night, it also records very poorly. The stabilization is not good either. So definitely many sections of the camera should be improved because currently it feels that they are not fully exploited. Maybe it has good hardware resources, but possibly the software post-processing is the one that could be improved with an upgrade. An update. But it only offers us guaranteed Android update and 2 years of security patches. That definitely makes the device not have as extended a lifespan as we would like. Of course, it doesn't mean that after a year it's no longer going to be of any use, but as time goes by, applications are raising their minimum requirements, and this will be one of the first devices to lose support for certain applications that require at least Android Quince, for example. In my test, the battery did not perform well at all, although you can already see that the battery didn't perform too well depending on the type of user you are, but applying exactly the same test to this and other devices, this one was well below expectations. In addition, Infinix has no additional ecosystem. That is, it offers us neither a watch nor a tablet nor anything to complement our experience. Although obviously having Android coexists well with some other brands, but the ideal would be that Infinix every time, at least in Mexico, only sells cell phones and does not sell anything else. But if you already bought it, let me know your experience in the comments. Remember that in case other people are considering buying this device, they will also consider your opinion. So let me know below what you thought of the photos, how you liked its performance, how resistant you feel you've been in case you've already dropped it to the ground. Give me your experience because for the moment we have reached the end of this video. If you liked it, you know you can let us know, and we'll see you next time.